welcome to the show, The Total You. I am your hostess, Evangelist Faris Wallace, and we're coming under the direction of Abundant Faith Cathedral in Detroit. We're under the direction of Bishop Joel T. Wallace, who is the pastor. Our presentation is about your mind, body, soul, and spirit, so I'm asking, sit back and enjoy this broadcast. Hello, and welcome to The Total You. I thank you for tuning in, and I have someone special with us today. Remember, The Total You is about every aspect of who you are. And sometimes we forget that we're going through a lot of things and we need help with certain things. And I have a young lady here today who's going to be talking about something that maybe a lot of people don't address and they need help with. And her name is Danae Guest. Amen. I'm going to ask you kind of introduce yourself to my guest.
Hi, Total You family. My name is Danae Guest. I'm from a small city in Michigan called Inkster, Michigan.
Yeah, it's 2 square miles, okay?
Yes, literally. If you know, you know. But it's just my passion to help people and bring awareness to these things that especially our community needs to be talking about.
Okay, especially what she's talking about is a lot of what I've noticed is a lot of people, mainly us, those who are not Caucasian, put it like that, okay? We have a tendency of not addressing the fact that people are gonna die. And when they die, those are expenses that come up, and it's like, you've got to kind of plan for it.
Yes.
And a lot of us's, and I'm going to say us's, because us's need help with that. And we don't address it. So sometimes we need a little bit of help, a little bit of information, and that's why she's going to be with us today. You're with Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you get involved? And I mean, because you're young. So, okay. So how did you get involved? How long have you been with them? That kind of thing for me.
Well, I just came up on my 2-year anniversary back in October.
Okay.
So I've been doing this for a little while. Getting into it though, I kind of was looking for a career switch. I was a security guard.
Okay.
Yes, for a big company for a couple of years. And I just felt really stagnant in that.
Okay.
In that area.
Okay.
So I started praying to God, like I really wanted a work from home job because at this time my son was only 2.
Okay.
And of course I'm spending a lot of time at home with him, and he wasn't quite yet ready for school. So I was just praying for a work from home job where even if I did have to leave from home, you know, he could come with me and it wouldn't be too much of an issue.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking about insurance at all whatsoever. Which was kind of interesting, but you know how God works in mysterious ways. Leading up to finding this job, I had 2 really big deaths in my family that were really, really, really close to me. They were kind of like back to back. They were 8 months apart.
Okay.
And both instances were kind of the first big death that affected me in my life. And the second one that came around was my uncle. The first one was my cousin. He was 19 years old.
Ooh.
And my uncle, I want to say either just turned 30 or was barely 30.
Jesus, they were very young.
Yes, very, very young. And I remember when my uncle's funeral had came around, we had to unfortunately do a GoFundMe.
Okay.
And even me personally, I didn't have any money to put into that GoFundMe, and that really, really, really bothered me.
Yes.
Really.
I'm going to say this, okay, because, wait a minute. It's not that I have this bad thing about GoFundMe, but it's like, we never had a GoFundMe before. We never had the wherewithal to even ask anybody for assistance like that. And it's like, it hurts me when I think of the fact that, wait a minute, I've got to go ask, not family. I've got to ask strangers to help me bury my family member. And that's a GoFundMe to me. And that really, wow, that hurts.
Yes, especially when you have a big family. When there's so many of you guys and so many of us, there is no reason why we should have to turn outside of ourselves to make these kinds of things happen.
But like you said, okay, like you said, the GoFundMe is because you didn't have a lot of monies to extra to give to the, and that made you feel even worse because a lot of our family members are, well, I'm going to say, living from paycheck to paycheck.
Exactly.
And there is no extra funds set aside.
Right.
And it's like when death comes, you don't plan for it. I mean, you don't say, well, I'm going to die on Tuesday. So, okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Forgive me. But you don't plan to die on a certain day, at a certain month, in a certain year. It just happens. So it's like, amen. Forgive me, y'all, because it's a topic that we really, really kind of need to discuss.
Yes.
And like you said, I'm going to really digress because you saying you were a security and God, you wanted something different. And then you did you go to school?
Okay, so when I was doing security, I actually was going to school to become a CMA.
Okay.
I had become a CNA already.
Okay, CNA, gotta go for it. Come on.
Certified medical assistant, certified nursing assistant.
Okay.
Before I was a security officer, I actually was doing home health aides. I was going to different people's home, helping them with their ADL, assisted daily living, and things like that. And I was going to school for that, but when I looked up the salary for what a CMA was going to get.
Okay, go into it because they need to know.
When I looked at that salary and I saw that it was less than what I would be making as a security officer, I'm like, oh no.
And a lot of people, okay, forgive me because I'm on a medical thing. A lot of people find fault with the medical caregivers because they think that they should be doing this, but they forget. They don't pay them very well.
Right, yes. And caregivers are also very limited. A lot of people think that you can do just as much as a nurse can do, and that is not the case.
Right.
That's not the case at all. But it was interesting that you asked me that question because I do think no matter what, no matter where I work, it's always been a passion, like I said before, for me to help people.
Okay.
No matter how that looks. You know what I'm saying? I like to, whenever I come across somebody, I would like for them to be either in a better situation or, in a better mindset. I don't ever want to leave anybody empty-handed or anything like that.
Okay. Whew. We really are going all over the place. But anyway. Okay, so you were going to school. When you were doing a security guard, did you think about going into the insurance, you said?
No. What was funny, like I said, I was more so focused on getting back into nursing and medical, things like that.
Okay.
But like I said, when I looked into that salary and I'm like, I'll be making less than what I'm making now, it really just didn't make sense for me.
Okay.
So I really was kind of at a crossroads, but I was still praying and God was hearing my prayers. Because I was scrolling on Facebook one day and it said remote jobs, we are hiring, and it just said you have to be coachable and teachable. It didn't say what it was or anything like that. I just was like, okay, I applied and I put in some other applications at other places, of course. But when Lincoln or the group that I'm with, where they're called the Prolific Group, when they got back to me and I interviewed, I literally was in that room like, this is what God has sent to me. It's funny, when I interviewed, I was originally preparing to meet with my manager's husband because my managers are both husband and wife. I was preparing to meet with him, but she ended up interviewing me. And the interesting thing about that was she was interviewing me, but she had her 1-year-old son in the room with her. Yes, while she was interviewing me. So I feel like some people might have looked at that and was like weird, a red flag, but I was like, this woman must be very comfortable. This woman must have something to be able to be sitting across from me with her son, her baby,
Okay.
and be interviewing me, and she must know what she's doing.
Okay.
So she gave me the compensation plan. She told me about what it is that we do. I just had to do a little licensing course. It took like about a week for me to finish. I know some people are different, but they paid for that for me. They paid for my course. They paid for my actual license once I passed my state exam, and then it was just up from there. It was.
But you said you went into this interview. Was there anything that she said that made you believe that this was something that you could really sink your teeth into, make a living from?
Yes. Yes, actually, when she basically told me about how there's no cap in my company for how much we can make. We get bonuses, we get all kinds of things.
But your bonuses, are they? I'm sorry, I keep interrupting. I want to know all this. Okay.
You are
so
fine.
I'm needing to know you out there. Okay. So here she. Okay. You bonus caps. I forgot where I was going. Just that quick.
It's okay.
Go for it.
So, yeah, like I was saying, some companies, they have limits on how much you can make with them and how much insurance you can write. So my company is not one of those companies. They allow you to make however much you write is what you're going to get paid on. Bonuses, trips, all kinds of things. But it was really, like I said, I was praying for a work from home job, and her sitting across from me with her son, and her telling me, like, if you need to bring your son up to the office one day and work from the office, that's perfectly fine. And just the fact that I was going to have help along the way. This was something that was very, very new to me. I never did sales before, never did commission before. But thank God, she was definitely a blessing and still is a blessing. I know I can call her any day if I need help with anything.
When you say you never were in sales, that's like, okay, so you've got to go out to speak to people, you've got to interact with all. What made you think that this was something you could do? I'm sorry. Because I'm not an outgoing person, and it's like, for me to think of getting into sales, it's like, red flag. Blow horns going off. Okay, so.
It's like that for quite a few people. For me, first of all, my company, they give you the option if you want to go out in the field and knock on people's doors and do it that way, you can. Or if you want to call people on the phone and do it that way, you can. But no matter which avenue that you choose, they have more than sufficient training for you to. They have scripts, they have 6-figure mentors that actually help us throughout the process of you know what you should say if this comes about, how this should go about, you know, things. It was just the fact that there was going to be help along the way, and that this was something that could change the trajectory for my family.
The thing is, you say the scripts and going from door to door. That seems like so old school for me, Because even now, for people to call me on the phone and say, look, I'm selling insurance, it's like click.
Exactly.
So do you get a lot of that?
Yes. Yes, I do. People hang up on me all the time. But, you know, that's another really good thing about my company. My company only has us reach out to people that have reached out to them. And said, I need some information on this. I want to hear more on this. Can you please send somebody my way or have somebody call me? And even with that being said, yes, I still get people hanging up on me. But that's where, you know, scripts and training and everything come in like that. If you get somebody that's hanging up on you, maybe it just wasn't a good day for them. Maybe it just wasn't a good time, but you keep on trying. And that's something that sales has definitely taught me. Resilience and consistency is very important if this is a kind of field that you would like to be in.
I'm going to ask another question. Are there many of us's in this field? Have you come across and this person who interviewed you, were they of your persuasion?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this was someone who was in the business a long enough time to be able to, so you could see where
Yes.
they had growth and there was a way for you to go forward, and maybe one day you can be in that position too.
Absolutely. Yes. And that's the group that I'm under is so wide.
Okay.
We are a group that's in Michigan, Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana.
Uh-oh. Southern states, y'all.
Hello?
Okay.
Yes, we're active in all, well, Lincoln itself is active in all 50 states, but the group that I work for controls those states that I
Okay.
just mentioned. And so each state, they have different groups, and 9 out of 10 of the groups that we have, they're all led by Black people.
Okay.
So of course that was another thing that had persuaded me as well.
Okay.
Millionaires.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that was something new for me as well coming into the business, because, you know, we don't see a lot of us's
Yes.
that are very successful and, you know, striving down the right path and doing it the right way. And that was very important to me.
You seem like you have a lot of education. So what kind of education background did you have going into this?
Going into this, honestly, I have my high school diploma, of course.
Okay.
I did some college at Eastern Michigan University. I was not able to graduate from there just because financial issues. My mother was going through a divorce. Everything happened at the same time. I had my CMA license, or CNA, excuse me. And that was pretty much it. But you know, the crazy thing about it is one of the top earners, one of my mentors that I look up to, actually, she didn't get a high school education at all.
Okay.
The most she had was a GED, and she is doing the thing. She is a boss mom.
Okay. Okay. So it doesn't matter about the educational background per se. It's the mental attitude you've got about going forward and changing, like you said, your trajectory.
Absolutely.
Because you can. And a lot of people think that I'm in this situation and I can't do this. I'm going to give you a little bit of me. I was a single mom also. And nursing school, here I come. And I went to nursing school and graduated with nursing school with a son. And I went forth from there. So yes, I understand. You don't have to just wallow in the situation you're in. There are avenues out there like hers, the insurance. We don't think of it like that, but there are avenues we can go to that will help us get out of that mode of, I can't help it. Or I'm just down and I'm just sitting here waiting on a check from the state. Oh gosh, I can't stand that. Wait, I waited on the check for the state to get through nursing school. And as soon as I got out of nursing school, I was out of there.
Wow. Congratulations on that.
See, I understand we've got a mental attitude of, let's get out of where we are. Get out of that, can't help it. And like you said, you ask God.
Yes.
And look where he put you.
Yes. Ooh, don't get me emotional.
He put you where you are. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So
That, I think this year, that is the main thing that I'm learning. Trusting God and giving it all to Him and surrendering to Him is essential.
Okay.
It's essential. Leaning on your own understanding and on your own strength, it gets you in that place that you just said, like, I can't do this.
Right.
And that's something that we can't do it without Him.
Thank you.
I can't do it without Him. So.
Wait, look at all the trouble we got in without Him. I mean, then it's like, wait a minute, I could have helped myself, I would have done it.
Yes.
And instead we get more and more into trouble. So yeah, but he led you to this. And a lot of people don't acknowledge that God puts you in certain places and put people in your view that will help you.
Absolutely.
And we've got to learn to accept that. Okay, you've gone through this training. Okay, I didn't know that there was a licensure bit for being an insurance agent. Okay, so what happens with that?
So You mean as far as getting your license? So there's many different places you can go. It's just mine personally was just like a online course.
Okay.
It was through something called ExamFix. You get to go through, and of course pick your state. It tells you the requirements that your state has as far as certain licenses that you want.
Okay.
You apply for that license that you want. Take the course. Like I told you, my course, it only took me about a week.
Okay.
But however long it takes you, as long as you keep on going,
Okay.
and you keep pressing towards the goal, that's all that matters, really.
Okay.
And so I will say I did have a instructor. I did have help.
Okay.
Because that's what my company supplied for us.
Okay.
If we needed any assistance with anything, if we were confused on anything, we had somebody along the way.
A mentor like.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Do you know how much this course cost?
So usually I want to say it's around $250, $300.
That's not bad.
It's not. And a perk, like I told you, my company paid for it for me.
Okay.
My manager, she just asked for an investment fee of like $30 or something like that. And then I went on and I did the course in about a week. Once I was done with that, she paid for my test, and then they paid for my license as well.
Okay. So you're in this and you got the test. Is there a certain score, or how long do you have to be in the business before you can take this licensure this thing?
So my company, they put me right into, so of course you have to take the licensing test before you start making the money.
Okay.
So however long that process takes for each person, of course, is a little bit different. But right when you get that money, right when you get done taking that exam and you pass it, you can literally start selling policies the next day.
Okay.
As long as you have your number and you have somebody that can assist you with the process of getting everything done, then you can start making money like that.
Is it like you said, is it viable? I mean, is it something that you can make a lot of money with as just starting off?
Yes, yes. And I'm so glad that you touched on mindset, because that's really what it is. And that's what they talk about actually at our last FCGS meeting. It's not about the people that you go to. It's not about the quality of the leads, because you can sell fresh leads, you can sell old leads. It's about the mindset that you have approaching these people.
Okay. And like you said, yours is, I've got the mindset to want to help somebody.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
All right. Okay.
That made all the difference for me starting off, because starting off, I was just like, okay, I need to make this money. I need to get these policies out, and looking at it like what I need from it. And as soon as I changed my mindset, like how many policies can I write, from how many policies can I write to how many families can I help? When I made that mindset switch, my sales started going up.
So there's a difference.
Yes.
Right. It's not about, it is about the money, but it's not about the money.
Right, right.
Because you've got to know that, like you said, you're about the person you're trying to help.
Yes.
Not about, you're about the money, but it's about the person.
Yes.
And that's what we're going to be facing. All right. I like this company. It's called Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company.
Yes.
But you said you're with a certain part of this company.
So I am with Lincoln Heritage, but we actually have a partner called the Funeral Advantage. They are exclusive with us. Anybody that signs up with Lincoln Heritage is automatically a part of the Funeral Advantage program. And so
don't go into, because we're going to go into that later. But I like so anybody can just call up to be a part of it as an agent?
Yes, ma'am.
They can call up and say, look, I'm looking for a job. Okay. We're going to be giving you the number so that those who are looking for a job can actually use, because you're saying you worked from home.
Yes.
So using that avenue, you can actually work from home and still work with a company.
Yes.
Amen. So we're going to be giving you that number.
Absolutely.
Just tell them you heard it on the Total You, and
Yes.
Danae, yes,
Yes, yes.
was the one who referred you. All right. We're going to be going, okay, I want another thing. Okay, we went into your educational aspect. We went into how you got into this, and you like this.
I do.
And you said that there are things that you can grow into. What other avenues can you grow into?
Me personally?
Yeah, or whatever.
Do you mean financial avenues or
No,
do
or
you
even with an insurance company.
Okay. It's really funny that you asked that. So right now I don't want to say just an agent, but I mainly focus on writing policies and helping people. I also do a little bit of onboarding as well, where
Okay.
I help the people that are trying to get jobs basically through the screening process and set them up with presentations and things like that. An option that I do have would be to start building my own agency.
Okay.
If I wanted to bring people in myself, basically start putting them under my umbrella. Yep.
Okay.
That would start bringing me money in as well. I don't really want the stress of that right now.
Okay.
Because, and that is another reason why I really do look up to my manager, because looking at her and seeing how much she does and how much really goes into not only building something for yourself, but building a team and helping them build something for themselves. That is a whole nother monster within itself. And I'm gonna have to pray on that a whole lot. Yes.
But see, if he led you, he will provide for you to get to where you need to go.
Yes.
All right.
Amen.
Okay. I like the fact that they're down south, because I'm from the South. But do they have a lot of places up north? Are they opening up places up here, or?
So do you mean headquarters? So it's funny that you say that. In each of our states that my group is under, we do have a office. The one that's here is in Southfield. Out in Alabama, it's in Birmingham, like major cities. Lincoln Heritage is active in all 50 states though. So if there's an office in that state, then that's basically someone that's built an umbrella under them that built that office. The headquarters, though, for Lincoln Heritage itself is in Phoenix, Arizona.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Very widespread. Have they been in business very long, do you know?
Yes, ma'am, since 1963.
63?
Yeah.
That's older than you, isn't it?
Absolutely.
The reason why I say it is because she's a young person, and this is not something young people are even thinking about going into, because you didn't even think about it. And most of the people I know who are younger, the first thing they turn to is medical. Because that seems to be a field that seems to be very in need.
Yes.
And people think of that being something that's going to be there, solid. There's somebody always going to need somebody to be taken care of. So most people turn toward the medical field, especially Black people.
Yes.
Us peoples.
Yes.
Whereas other people might turn towards something else, and that's not usual for us as a people. And we need to know that there is another avenue. There's something else we can go into.
Yes.
And can I say this? When I was coming up, we had a lot of people who were going door to door as insurance agents. Now I'm telling on my age, but that's what we did back then, because that was the only thing that was available to us. We didn't have the medical field open to us back then. That wasn't something that we did. They didn't have CNAs. They didn't have nurses' aides. They had candy stripers. And candy stripers didn't get paid, So that wasn't something that was available to us. So they went out and they did what? The Fill a Brush Man, They went door to door selling brushes. They went door to door selling vanilla flavorings. That's what they did, but that's what was available to them. And so now we've got let's come around and get into another avenue. Let's not just work ourselves. Oh, let's work smart.
Yes.
Let's use our minds instead of just working ourselves into the ground. We can use our minds, and that's something God gave us. Why not use it?
Absolutely.
So we're going into a different avenue. This Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company. I'm going to tell her to come back because we've got something else we want to ask her. What is this life insurance agency, and what's the part that you're in now?
The Funeral Advantage?
Yes, the Funeral Advantage. That's what we're going to be going into. So I hope you stay tuned for the second part. Amen?
Amen.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the presentations and the broadcast. I hope you avail yourself of all the information that was given. Remember to continue to tune in at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. here on RIC TV.